All right, everybody, welcome. So we are here to jump into this brand new series. This is Dragon Quest III. I've never played this game before, and it literally just came out at the end of 2024. So this should be a lot of fun for both of us. I'm going to try my best to give feedback on things like vocabulary and grammar. I happen to know, although I don't think I've ever played a Dragon Quest game before other than something called Dragon Quest Builders, which is a lot like, it's a lot like Minecraft. But this is a real authentic RPG, one of the classic RPGs of all time. It's literally this and Final Fantasy going all the way back to the 1980s. I never played this game before, but what I will tell you is that they try really hard to emulate the classic English of, the ancient times, like the ancient English or the classic King James English and what have you. So I'm going to help walk through any English words that are a bit strange or old-fashioned. Let's jump in. Let's check it out. All right. So obviously, let's jump right in. We're going to create a new log. Thank you so much. Okay, so obviously my name is Michael, so that's a pretty classic retro name. Okay. I know exactly how the alphabet works, guys. I'm good. It's good. So again, very similar, but all right. Yes, speak English. Yeah, okay. I can always turn that off later. Difficulty will be fine. If it's too hard, I'll step off, but Dragon Quest, fine. Yes. By the way, I wanted to say, one of the things that I didn't really like about Dragon Quest is that they sort of maintained this same look and feel literally for like 35 years. It's like it's part of the brand of Dragon Quest. And there was a part of me that always thought that it was a little bit goofy. But again, as long as they use good fonts and everything else is up to par, it should be good. But I remember for the longest time, I thought it was really weird that they retained this old-fashioned interface, but it'll be fine. They got things like autosave, so that's good. The game will automatically save your progress from time to time, like when you enter a town or a dungeon. Do not quit the game while the adventure log icon is displayed. Oh, by the way, the other thing I was going to say is I always thought Dragon Quest had really repetitive music. I hope that's not true.
Follow the sound of my voice.
This is lovely. This is beautiful music.
Yes, come this way.
Just like that, guys. Walk into the light. This is the beginning of the series. Oh, how beautiful that is. It's so beautiful. Hey, what's up? So this is called HD 2D, right? HD 2D means that it's based on 2D graphics, but they put it on a 3D plane. And they've got lots of other groovy special effects to make it look nice and modern, but it respects the original game. So it's a very interesting design that Square Enix came up with. And they've done it for a few years now, going back all the way to Octopath Traveler and a few other games. Oh, sorry, yeah. Man, this music is so good. It keeps reminding me of the old Lord of the Rings movies, right? Like, wow, beautiful music. If you fancy going faster, try holding down B while walking to pick up the pace. Sure, let's do it. Let's run through this. Man, what a beautiful forest. So they've used some kind of retro sounds just to, I don't know, because it's cute. I don't know. It's interesting. The other thing look at his walking animation. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Michael, can you hear me? I am she who watches over all. One day, not long from now, you will appear before me, a true hero. But before your journey can begin, you must teach me something. Teach me what manner of person you are. You must answer my questions as honestly as you are able. Are you ready to begin? Okay. Very well. First, you must tell me your true name. Guys, I wasn't lying. My name really is Michael. So, this actually reminds me of a wonderful game called Earthbound. It's actually one of my favorite games. In Earthbound, they actually ask you this question, like, what is your real name? And then later on in the story, they might talk to you. July 11th. Please do not ask me what year I was born. Thank you. Okay, you were born on the 11th day of the month of July. Your sign is one known in your world as Cancer. Is this correct? Yes, it's Cancer the crab. Very good, Michael. I will now ask you a series of questions. Do not dwell upon them too deeply. Answer swiftly and from the heart. Do so and I will come to know your true mind. Now let us begin. When setting off on an adventure, is it better to have fine weapons and armor than fine companions? It's better to have good people around you. Do you often wonder how magical it might be to soar unaided through the skies? Yes. Do you envy the freedom of the bird? Yes, of course. Everybody wants to fly. If you could be reborn, would it be as a prince or as a princess? Oh, okay, sure, cool. Are you able to prevent failure from prying upon your mind? Are you able to prevent failure? Yeah, I think so, with consistency. Do you find yourself able to argue with others even if you disagree with them strongly? No. Do you enjoy the physical pursuits? Yes, of course. Pursuit just means activity, right? Physical activity. Can even the most minor of matters irritate you? Do you get annoyed by small things? Yes, little things can bother me. When inspiration strikes, are you likely to spring into action straight away? No, I get distracted very easily. Once you begin a task, do you find that all else around you pales in significance? No, I get distracted very easily. Is there something in your life that you would protect at the expense of all else? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Interesting, very interesting indeed. I feel that I know you a little better now. Now, let us move on to the final test of your character. That's a great effect. What is this? Okay. Suddenly, Michael hears a woman's voice. Soon the jewel will be mine. Those fools across the border have kept it quite long enough. And it will suit me so much better. Oh, I mean, there's only two places I can go. I should probably go talk to her, right? Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll just run away. King, listen, men, those dastardly criminals from across the borders are readying an assault. But thanks to my dear wife, we have been lucky enough to learn of their wicked plan ahead of time. They cannot be allowed to invade our beloved motherland, therefore we must strike first. Is that not so, General Hannibal? Yes, Your Majesty, if this information is correct, it will indeed be in our best interest to strike first. Ho, ho, ho. You need not worry on that score, Hannibal. What could my dear wife hope to gain from lying? She has no conceivable motive for deceiving us. Or do you believe otherwise? No, Your Majesty. Very well, then, go forth, men, for the honor of our beloved realm. Yes, Your Majesty. Again, HD2B graphics, man. They look cool. They're interesting. It's wild. All right, so I want to talk to the king, but first I gotta... Oh, whatever am I to do? Who are you? And what are you doing here? What am I saying? There is no time for such petty concerns. Listen, I must ask you something purely hypothetical with no basis in fact whatsoever. Let us suppose that a certain king had given certain orders and that those orders happened to be misguided. They are still the orders of a king and must be obeyed no matter what, correct? No. I see. So you think that even the orders of a king, if mistaken, need not be followed? Yes. I suppose that even one's idea of what is correct and what is mistaken is entirely personal. So you believe it better to do what I see fit than to blindly follow the orders of a king? Yes. This is what you would do, truly? I now know what I must do. You may leave. I think that was my test. I basically decided that even if the king was wrong, the king's orders do not matter. What matters is what is true. That is what matters. Doesn't matter what your title is. I am she who watches over all, and I have seen what manner of person you are. Michael, you are truly gifted. Thank you. Few are as clever as you. This is what I play this game for, these compliments. You are an incredibly quick thinker whose mind moves from one subject to the next with ease. This makes you a gifted conversationalist and the life and soul of any party. I got nothing to say to that, but I appreciate the compliments. Which in turn leads to a slight tendency to try to be all things to all men. How does it know me this well? Not that this is necessarily a bad thing. After all, it is only natural to want to be liked, and it cannot be denied that you make people happy. No, your will to endear yourself is not your true failing. Your true failing. Your true failing lies in your keen awareness of your own intelligence and your habit of seeing others as lacking in this respect. There simmers within you the tendency to belittle or mock people for what you see as their shortcomings. Am I being judgmental to other people? When someone makes a careless blunder, you invariably manage to stop yourself from saying something. But deep within your heart of hearts, you secretly pity their clumsiness. Of course, your silent disdain rarely surfaces. This is because you are clever enough to realize its potential to wound and to sadden, because I don't want to hurt people's feelings, so I will not criticize them. And because of this, you believe that it does not affect your relationships with others. And on the surface, this would seem to be entirely true. However, the people around you do notice. They notice your tendency to wield your intellect as a weapon, your calculated behavior. But they would never tell you this, because they are clever enough to realize its potential wound and to sadden. Yes, it is true, they are as intelligent as you in that respect. Almost everyone is. So perhaps you should learn to treat them with a little more respect. If you do not, your witticisms may come to grate rather than to ingratiate. This game is deep, man. This game knows me better than most of my friends. This is your spirit, your soul, the essence of your character. Now, my child, very soon the dawn will break and you will rise to greet the new day. I am she who watches over all, and I look forward to the time when you and I come face to face at last. Wow, Dragon Quest III, peering deep into my soul. Our story begins on the morning of Michael's 16th birthday.
Oh.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have voice acting. Can't it wait until he's a little bit older? Somebody, we don't know their name yet. It pains me to say that we have had no word from Ortega since he left for the volcano.
Well, no time like the present.
I'll go and wake them now.
Wake them. I'm assuming I'm her son, but Do I have a brother or a sister?
Cooey, wakey, wakey, rise and shine.
Cooey. I'm Cooey.
Morning, my darling. It's time to get up. Today's a very important day. After all, it's not every morning you ask the king himself to give your big journey his personal blessing.
So, again, I'm 16 years old. A lot of cultures decide that, when a boy or maybe even a young woman is 12, 13, 14 years old, there's something they need to do to truly become an adult. And that's the sort of basis for Dragon Quest. I'm going to go talk to the king. He's going to give me a quest, and then we're going to set off.
I've been raising you for all these years.
There you go. That's why she's been taking care of me.
Shall we get going?
Come on, follow me. Stretch. All right, well, I got my outfit. Do I just wear this? Have I been wearing these clothes for like the last 16 years? All right, so I can't go into the next room. And wait, hold on a second. Let me check. Look at that. It's the seed of strength. Michael puts the seed of strength into the item bag. Okay, so you can see I actually have this interface here. And as I said, this really goes back to the origins of the series. If you think about the Super Nintendo or you think about the original Nintendo system, it essentially had these kind of white outlines with a black background and basic text, right? And so in many ways, Dragon Quest retains something from the ancient, from the several decades into the past. Items, obviously I don't really have any items, right? Or some basic items here. Equipment, I would say that is my equipment, the stuff on my body. Spells, I don't know anything. Abilities, why would I have any abilities? Miscellaneous. Now recall what that does. Miscellaneous, this is some extra stuff like you can, strategies and that kind of stuff. The system settings and all that kind of stuff here. And okay, so let's jump right into the story. All right, I got my awesome outfit. I got my basic sword. I am ready to take on the world. It's almost like they're kicking me out of the house. Wow, that's beautiful. Wow, that was beautiful. And this is my opening village, my opening town. Very beautiful, just very beautiful.
Come on, dear. You know where the castle is. Straight on now.
Okay, so let's go straight.
And remember to mind your manners. I won't have the king thinking you've been dragged up.
So, dragged up. Okay, opening the main menu is easy. Just give X a press. That's cool. Okay, so obviously everything here is making it real easy for me to tell me where to go, right? Like, look at the map in the top right corner. Obviously, we can kind of like rotate and go around the castle and all this kind of stuff. Now, if I can walk in the front here, I can just walk in the front. Okay, cool. Whew. Welcome to the castle. If you're here to see the king, just carry on straight down this way.
Well met, child of Ortega. We could not locate any of Ortega's belongings. I see. To think something out there is capable of besting a man of his caliber.
My husband thought long and hard before setting off. I'm sure he was at peace when he passed.
Doubtless your mother has recounted the tale of your father's final moments many times. When he fell into the maw of that accursed volcano, the world lost a great man. However, we wholeheartedly approve of your wish to follow in his footsteps and set forth on the path of adventure. For it is what he would have wanted. And only the child of such a hero as he could hope to save our world. The foe we face is dire indeed. The archfiend Baramos. Many of the peoples of this world do not yet even know his name. And yet, his grip on our realm grows ever tighter. He must be stopped, no matter the cost. You must free us from the archfiend's ever-encroaching tyranny. But alone, you will only meet the same fate as your father. Go and consult with Mistress Patty in town, and use this to outfit the companions she has selected for you.
Okay. Michael receives 50 gold coins and some basic equipment and puts them in the bag.
Allow me to proffer some guidance. You would be wise to seek out the thief's key, an implement that can open a myriad of the world's doors. Obtain it, and your travels will be that bit easier. But first, I suggest you heed His Majesty's advice and seek like-minded individuals at Patty's party planning place.
Great name. It's
Once
a great
you
name.
have done so, try making your way to Reeve, a quaint village to the northwest of our fair kingdom. You will now find Reeve marked on your map. Locating the rest of the realm's noteworthy areas, however, is a task I believe best left in your capable hands. You simply need to note down anywhere you happen to visit. Be sure to see these places with your own eyes first, though. Otherwise, you'll likely forget to mark them on your map. And remember, your curiosity is an asset most valuable. Lend it an ear at all times, and you will surely benefit. However, remain wary, lest it lead you into trouble on occasion.
We expect great things of you.
Okay, cast your mind back. At any time during a conversation or immediately after it's ended, you could commit what you have heard to memory by pressing plus. Anything you've chosen to keep in mind can be revisited by selecting Recall in the main menu. Okay. Traveler's Tips, a curated collection of useful information, can be found in the Miscellaneous menu. Be sure to give it a look if you need help with controls or aren't quite sure how to get on with your adventure. More tips will be added as you progress, so make a point of checking there from time to time. Okay. So I just added the plus, right? It says your objectives have been updated. So now when I go to recall, I can actually just go here and I can just kind of recount whatever it was, like the last, 30 seconds or something like that. So in the old days, like the old days in the Nintendo, kids would have to write this stuff down. And so Dragon Quest is an interesting way of letting people do that. It's kind of interesting. Like you just record it and then you can remember it that way. A lot of games will have like a quest log or something like that, but I'm sure they're like, no, I want it to be more old school than that. So what I'm actually looking for, you notice how we have a map there? Do we have like another map? Do we have a bigger map that I can use? Okay, well, there's another map. Patty's Party Planning Place in Aliahan is your one-stop shop if you need to recruit some adventurers to join your ranks or shake up your party. Your journey is unlikely to be an easy one, so finding a team of trusty travelers at Patty's is a must. So therefore, we have to do it. Let's go see what's going on over here. Man, it's so tempting to like just talk to all these different people. You can never have too many chimera wings, if you ask me. Being able to fly to places you've been before in the blink of an eye is so magical. In fact, it probably is magic. Back in the dark old days, you used to bump your head on the ceiling if you tried to use one indoors. But now, you don't have to worry about any of that. Modern comforts, eh? All right. Greetings, if you're looking for items, you're in luck. Now, how can I serve you? I know that they want me to do this, but I'm actually just looking for something else. Is this Patty? Well, this is them to save the game, I guess. Yeah. Okay. The castle is closed at nighttime. If you want to meet the king, you'll have to go there during the day. Okay. I'm hoping this is it. Oh, I'm supposed to like hook up with these guys here. Can I open it? You can claim various bonus items from this chest if you pre-ordered the game or bought it from certain shops. For more details, pay a visit to the website. Okay, that's weird. All right, let's check it out. Is this Patty?
Hey, you.
Yes, it is.
Can't
Woohoo!
believe this day's finally here. I remember when you popped out of your mother like it was yesterday, you know?
Wow, that was an incredible thing to say.
And don't be thinking I'm ridiculously old or anything. I was just a kid back then. But it felt like I suddenly had a new sibling to look after. To think that was 16 whole years ago. At any rate, I'm sure you know by now, but Patty's Party Planning Place is your one-stop shop for all things adventuring. If you find yourself feeling lonely on the road, or simply want some muscle you can count on in a pinch, let me know. I'll find the perfect companions to suit your needs. But gosh, you really are all grown up now, aren't you? May take me a while to get used to.
Okay. If you want to find new party members, this is the place to be. Same goes if you want to ditch them, for that matter. So how can I help you today? Interesting. So I am a warner. She's a mage. She's a priest. So what I sort of understand is that if can I just pick up all of them? Because I myself am a warrior. I don't need a warrior. But what I need is somebody like this who has magic skills, right? That's the idea, right? A priest might have both. So let's check it out. Do you want Dory to join you? Roll for Pamela. Yoo-hoo, Dory. Michael's here to see you. Dory to join the party. Well, that was okay. Okay, that was fast. Can I fetch anyone else for you over here? I'm guessing I'm just going to get all of them. Yeah, Linus, I guess. Okay, so I'm supposed to equip these guys. I'm supposed to go to the store, get them all beefed up. I really want to get into a fight here, guys. Be sure to equip your belongings instead of just leaving them to languish in the bag. You can do this by going to the equipment section of the main menu. Well, guys, here's what I want to do. I want to find out what it's like to have battles in this game, and I also want to check out the map itself. So if you're a bit lost, press Y to take a look at the map. It'll show you your current location and give you a good idea of your surroundings too. So basically, it shows you where you are, and I got to cross that bridge and head up there. That's the where I get the key, I suppose. Show objectives. Gather information in Reeve. And that's the next task. But I'm sure you... Oh, what's this? Michael obtains a medicinal herb. Okay, by the way, that was one thing that I noticed. A seed of strength. Thank you. Medicinal herb, seed of stamina. Thank you. Okay. Let's see some fights, guys. Let's see some fights. Oh, I can hold B and I can run faster. A cypress stick. Oh, there's this. Here we go. Our first fight. A group of something appears. Okay. So we can either hit the Stark Ravens or the Slimes randomly. Margaret attacks. A Slime A takes 2 points of damage. Dorothy casts Frizz. Stark B Raven takes 9 points of damage. Stark Raven A attacks. Dorothy takes 4 points of damage. Michael attacks. Stark B Raven takes 8 points of damage and is defeated. Slime A attacks. Margaret takes 5 points of damage. Slime C attacks. Linus takes 2 points. Linus attacks. Stark Raven A takes 10 points. Slime B attacks. Michael takes damage. Okay, so I want to kill this guy and then let them deal with the little baby runts. The slime is like the famous, right? Frizz. So I freeze them. That looks like fire. Slime C attacks. Okay, Dorothy is weak. But she might die. Good.
Just a moment.
Thank you. It's automatic. Thank you, guys. You basically have automated these fights. Okay, now I don't have to worry about healing people because... Come on, take him out. Take him out. Yes, our first victory, guys. Our first victory. Okay. The group of enemies is defeated. Oh, they are defeated. Okay. Each party member receives experience points and gold coins. The slime drops a treasure chest. It opens up and it contains a medicinal herb. This herb is put into the bag for safekeeping. Okay. Yeah, I should be holding B so that I can run faster. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, okay, I'm not even that close. There's a bunch of stuff, but I'm going to try to make it up. Reeve. Resting a while or staying the night in the inn will fully restore your HP and MP if you find yourself the worse for wear. After a bruising battle, head to the nearest inn to relax. That said, staying at an inn is definitely not a cure for death. You'll need to pay a church or a nun a visit if you have someone in need of resurrection. All right, guys. So again, there's so much for me to learn from this game. This is all new for me. Thank you so much for jumping in. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a good one. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.